Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Let me see if I can find myself. Oh yeah, that starts to work there. That's always good. Let me look at the YouTube, whether we're going live there. And we're live on YouTube as well. That's good. So I just need to do some technical bits as always, and then I'm going to be all ready for you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Good to see you. Good to see you. Where are they? There they are. Keep hiding the comments from Facebook. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh. And you go there. And you go there. Yes. And last but not least, the YouTube comments. There they are. Let me see if there's anyone on YouTube. Please give a shout out so I know we are live there. But hello, you Facebook, a lot of people coming in already. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. We're going to have some fun today. Happy Wednesday. Yes, Debbie, it's Happy Wednesday. Hi, Paula. Hi, Sylvia. Hello, hello, Angelique. Yes, I see Belinda over on YouTube. So everything seems to be working fine, which is unique in one go with two channels. I'm going to see if I can find myself on my phone, and then we're all set and ready to go. So, why is that not coming up? Bum, 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 bum. There we go, there we go. Oh, no, that's else. Why is that coming up as else? I don't know. Everything's still okay on Facebook because for some reason... Oh, there I am. Okay. Hello, Christine. Welcome. Nice to meet you too. Well, if you are a regular guest of ours, welcome back. But if you're new here, welcome to our channel. This is David. I'm a designer for Elizabeth Craft Designs. If you don't know, majority of you will know, but some of you won't. I'm a designer for Elizabeth Craft Designs, and we go live 3 times a week. The majority of the times we'll be live both on Facebook and on YouTube, and if we're not live on YouTube, it will be shared on YouTube anyway. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because then you will never miss a live. And they are fun. They are fun. There are some talented people doing their lives for us, so that is great. While I'm at it, don't forget to like, share, and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate, because, well, I don't know if you saw the sneaks that came out today. Next week is the day. I'm not saying anything, but I love it. I love it. Got something fun laying in the back there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So, welcome everybody. I see Femke. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Bubs. Hello, hello, hello. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be decorating one of the boxes. But I'm using paper. I will show it in a better lighting in a second. I will use paper to decorate it and lots of other stuff. So, but I'm just giving people some time to come in and say hi. Hi, Jane. Hi, Gillian. Hello, hello, hello. So, yeah, it's good to see you all, and we're going to have some fun. Elsa's in the air on her way to the birthday of her grandson. So, she's not here, but she will watch it later, I believe. So, I think everything is working. So, let's switch the cameras and make sure that we are up and running. This one can go. Because now we are, do I want this? Well, why not? Hi. Now you can see me. Right, I've got, this is one of the ATC collection boxes that I made. And this one is decorated with paper. And of course, decorating them with paper is quite easy. And you've seen that quite a lot. But this one is a bit more complicated with the holes in it. And I've already seen people cover it up and cover the holes up, which is fine because you still got the grungy shape. But I love the holes, so I'm going to show you how to do that. And then I'm going to use a technique, and I'm going to show you a technique which some of you may already know or have seen from a lady called, I've got it written down here, Jennifer B. Art, Jennifer B. Art, Jennifer BB Art, I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway, Jennifer. She showed this technique the other day on a video, and then Ingrid showed it in our family page. So if you want to see loads of inspiration, go to the family page, because you will see ideas there that will keep your mind going. And this is what I'm going to teach you how to make, because I'm going to take that technique a couple of steps further. How cool is this? We're always on the hunt to make grungy, rusty items. Well, it doesn't get rustier than this, right? So that's what we're going to do. Hello, Kaartpien. Welcome. Thank you, Ivor, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Thank you, Lindsay, for liking and sharing, etc. So that's what we are doing today. And also, don't forget, 30th is Friday, I think. My class will go on sale, where we will be I will be teaching 3 different techniques to decorate the box. It's a 2-hour class. Probably will run a bit late, so be prepared for that. But you can always look back. I'm going to do the class live, but they will be saved for you guys to watch back later. But that's going to go live on Friday, and I've got the boxes somewhere. Don't know where I put them. Let's do the box first, shall we? So what we need for today is paper and a box, obviously a box. And this is paper from an old paper pack, the abandoned papers. The abandoned paper pack, and that is still a favorite of mine. And it got pushed back a little bit because, well, loads of other stuff happening, new paper packs coming out, but this one is that. And I asked Els, I'm going to use the abandoned papers, can you put it on sale? And she did. So that and the gears that we're going to use later, the 2035 get into gear, the gears will be on sale as well, 50% off, just because I'm using them during the live. How fun is that? I think that's great that they did that. So I'm happy with that. For you, if you want it, you can grab it. So that is what I'm using today. This very rusty piece of paper, rusty looking paper, because the paper isn't rusty, I will use, and then I will show later how to achieve the effect. Now, for these holes to open them, there's loads of things you can do. You can even use your scissors and poke it through. But I've got these little files. These files are in the Netherlands by Silverline. I got them online. But these are called, and I had it prepared in my head. Hi Candace, welcome. I'm just procrastinating now because I forgot the name. Key files. They use these to make keys fairly. So I'm going to use that. Yeah, the paper is absolutely stunning. And it's all grunge and nice and old wallpapers, and yeah, love this one still. This was before we went to the concept of backgrounds volume, which I still love. So yeah, that's what we did. Okay, let's go. So what I did, I put this paper on its back, did it like that, and roughly cut around it. Not being precise. So that's going to go on there. And I'm just going to use art glitter glue, I think. Maybe, shall I use Barely Art? Yeah, let's use Barely Art. Nothing's coming out. Those type of files. Not sure what you mean, Belinda. Hi Valerie, good to see you. Hi Diane. I know, but I mean, my last paper pack was a huge hit, and that one got discontinued because it's sold out, and we don't necessarily reorder paper. So yeah, that is the issue. So what I'm doing, I'm just putting glue down all around the wood, and I'm making sure I'm gonna go around the holes, because that's where you want your paper to be really stuck, right? Makes sense, huh? So like that, just go around. And what I did in preparation, as you can see, I forgot to tell you, but you can see it, I painted the box inside and around the edges, just to make sure that it's nice and grungy and stays there. So this is absorbing the glue quickly, the wood, Make sure you put enough on there. There we go. And then I'm lining it up at the bottom. And here at the back. Dum, 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 dum. And then I'm just pressing that down. You see? So it's sticking out a bit at the top. Me too, Colleen. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous paper pack. These are perfect for the box. I agree. I agree, Carol. Absolutely. Now, what I did is I had my piece of paper on the. Just let me grab. This is a piece of coffee dyed paper pack, but I put it on there like this. Then I took my craft knife and just followed the shape. That was what I did. So now I'm just going to check. This needs a bit more glue. So I want to make sure it's stuck down well there. I'm just going in. Press, press, press. Like that. Then I'm going to do the other side. That's going to be the same technique. Rinse and repeat, right? This is just the beginning because I'm going to do quite a lot to it once the paper is on there. Come on. There we go. I will look at your comments in a second, guys, but I have to move quick because the glue dries quick. So, like that. And put it on there. You could, but I'm going to show you how you can get a perfect edge on this. But you will never get, because you will always be off like a millimeter or something. And that is a sanding block. I'm going to sand off any excess. And then you get a nice smooth edge. You see that? And that's why I've painted underneath, because I don't want to expose too much wood, but I'm going to cover up things. But if something gets torn up too much, at least there's paint under there. Don't overdo it, just smoothly, softly, I wanted to say. You see that? You get the perfect edge. That's why I'm doing it this way. So, same here. And here at the bottom, I'm going to do the same already. So, with the paint, and I used French Roast from Paper Artsy. I used that to color the inside and the bottom. Oh yeah, this is not something I invented. It's people that do decoupage on furniture and everything do it like this as well. I think I saw someone do it with a box from Planner Essentials as well. There we go. You see, you get such a nice smooth edge. Yeah, Jose, you did with paper as well. Didn't you do that? Did you cut it to size? There you go. So this is now really smooth. So I can now really easily go in with glue and glue on my front piece. Oh, Jose, you're gonna love what I'm gonna do later. I'm so happy Jose is back in my design team. Love it. Jose loves grungy and rusty stuff as well, so. There you go. So I'll just do this. Normally I would say let it dry completely, but we don't have time to do that. So there we go. You see that? Perfect corner. I'm just doing this bottom bit, and then I'm gonna do this side, and then the basics are already done. Now you can also decorate the inside with paper. Of course you can. So, making sure that is stuck. There we go. There we go. Just on the back now, which is nice and smooth, so we've got space to do it. And then I'll have a look at the comments, because I think I've missed a lot of comments. Thank you, Jen, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Such a fun way to... Exactly, Jose, something rusty. For the people that came in late, I'm going to show you how to achieve this. So, first I need my box to be assembled. And the text needs to be the right side up, right? Right side up. There we go. Hello, Annemetta. Good to see you. Thank you, Leslie. I love this paper as well. For the people that didn't hear it yet, this is from the Abandoned Paper pack, and that is on sale now because I'm using it tonight. Else asked Mark to put it on sale. The same with the rustic winter that she used on Monday. And it's on sale with 50% off. So, and the same with the dies that I'm going to use in a second. The box not, of course. That's new. Look at that clean, sharp corner. Love it. This is why I painted, because it's not perfectly aligned there. But that doesn't matter, because I'm going to do some more to it. And I painted underneath. So, that pops through, no issue. And then I just have to do the top, and that's going to be the same. Lots of dust, obviously. So I'm just going to go around and sand that paper there as well. And this is a sanding block that is sort of spongy, so I can push that in. Like that. And then just peel it off. When it's done. And I might need to come back in with the paint to make sure the top is nice and brown, but that's a tiny little job compared to There we go. You see that? Perfectly shaped edge with the paper. Now, there's a little piece that it's sort of pig-headed. So, what I can do, grab my craft knife, the barely art, Tammy. That would be too powerful, I think. And for some reason, I think maybe there's some glue on here. This part doesn't want to go. And so I take my craft knife. I'm just sort of peeling that off. There we go. Now this is perfectly fine. So I will move quicker because, well, as I told Els already, this is going to be a tough life to get in on time. But we don't mind if we are run a bit late, right? You've got a bit of a warning now. Okay. This side. What also could help is just to wet your finger a bit, loosen the fibers, and that way it sands down a bit quicker. But in general, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna go over and over and over and over. I am getting a workout in that. Why? Do you think I need it? Is that what you're saying? I need a workout? You think I'm fat? No. It is. You need to get your elbow grease out and work. But it's fun. It's fun work, right? And especially this shape makes it a bit harder. Hello, Sandra. How are you, darling? I haven't seen you for ages, I think. Now, there's some little bits left that I peeled up so I can see, and then I can give that some extra TLC. There. Perfect. Love that. So, I'm gonna take away some of this dusty stuff here. Thank you, Belinda. Yeah, there are loads of things that work perfectly on this. So I'm just dusting the thingy off using a baby wipe. So a lot of dust, so don't throw everything on the floor, David. Okay, now these come in handy because, can you leave it like this? Yes. but I want the holes to be visible because I like those. The grunginess of those holes. So this got loads of shapes, dangerous. And what I do from the inside, I'm going to pick a hole first, just so I know where they are. So and I'll do that all the way around. And then I will use this file, I will use the ECD scissors, I will use the tweezers, anything I can get in there to open those up. And now I'm just going to go in and file. Like so. See that? This is I said it in the beginning, but if you didn't hear it then, this is a set that I bought it online. It's called a key file set. You can do, it's another thing you can do is like if you have these paper nail files, you can cut these in half or in 3 even and squeeze those through. That will help as well. Those will help with the top as well, I think. So I'm sort of folding it back in. Cool, right? Thank you, Jeffrey. Same to you. Hi, Katie. Thank you, Kathy. Exactly, Belinda. I didn't see your comment, but so I'm just going through, and you can do this quicker than I was doing. I wanted to show you how I'm doing it. I'm sort of at the end, I'm pushing it in and file, just to get a sort of a cleaner edge. But in the end, it all works. And I love these holes. Yeah, there's the third hole. Obviously, I made it. I designed the box, so that's why I love it. I wanted to have it grungy, and I wanted to have it like this. But I did want to show you how to decorate it with paper as well, because the class is going to be all about paint and mixed media. See, here's still a bit. You can use this on there as well. And as I said, there are different shapes. See that? All open. Joyous Tuesday. Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, you're right. Did I miss one? Oh no, they're not the same, David. That's why. They're different. Both sides are different. That's why. Yeah, there's another number of holes in there. Yeah, handy thingies, right? Things always come in handy. That's why I don't throw anything away. Now, I bought these new, obviously, but they will come handy in the future as well. I'm pretty sure of that. So, that's the problem. I'm speeding up now and then I forget to talk. Nearly there. Well, what helped is that I already assembled the box obviously. There's a nice video on the YouTube channel from me where I show you how to assemble the box. Now, in this case, I will definitely not, with this box, I would definitely not decorate before assembling, because then it's going to be really tight. I know I say that, I think I say that during the video, like, okay, decorate first and then assemble, because that's what you normally do. And then I started working with it and I decided, no, that's not the way to go. It works, don't get me wrong, and if you did that, that's absolutely fine. But I would do it this way. So, there we go. There are your holes back. So, oh, there you go. Well, and that's just set to go. Did you get the box already? Okay, now I need a brush. Where is my brown brush? Let's use this one. And I want some vintage photo archival. And I'm just gonna ink the edges, make them even more grungy. I'm pushing that into these holes that I created. But of course I don't want to see that white core of the paper. So, you see that? We'll do that coming from the bottom as well, coming up. And from the side. This one needs a bit more glue. That's good, Annette. Otherwise I would have asked. There we go. Thank you guys. It's fun to do. It's really fun to do. So, if you see the difference, once that vintage photo is on there, it just instantly makes it look like an old grungy oh, love that. And that just takes away whatever's left that's white showing through. Oh yeah, there's loads of ways you can do it. And normally I wouldn't sand before the glue is completely dry, and that's where it got loose, because I started sanding and the glue was still not dry, but we don't have time to wait for that, right? That would be boring. I would be just talking to you instead of crafting. You see that? Now I just need to touch up this a bit, and I don't think that'll be enough, so I will just grab the paint, well, just directly from the ink pad. It makes it dark enough. You can always go back with your finger. There we go. Who loves that? And how cool would that be with these on there? And then smaller ones obviously going there. I love that. Yep. So I'm going to show you how to make these now. Want to know how I made these? I'm going to let this one dry because there's a lot of ink, etc. on there now. Put that to the side. So I'm going to take my silicone mat out. So the idea for the gears came from Jennifer B. Art, B-E-E-B-E Art, Jennifer B. Art, and Ingrid posted something in the family group, so become a member of the family group because you won't miss any inspiration. And I'm taking it like 2 steps further. So I'll show you all how I am going to do that. So what you need is instant coffee. I bought the cheapest one that I could find. You know, this dissolves with water. So that's what I did here. I made a big mug of coffee, strong coffee with this. So that's what we need. I'm going to keep this open so that's ready to go. Don't throw over the coffee, David. Don't do that. And I've got cinnamon that we need as well. And what I'm going to use is this. I need to get the right colors. There we go. 2 waxes, rusty brown and rusty red. So that's what I'm going to use on those gears. All the information about the class will be shared in the class, but yes, please assemble the box up front. But all the information will be in the class, because if we would assemble these boxes, then it would take a long time. So what I did, I took the Get Into Gear dies that are on sale now. I can't keep repeating myself. I cut out 2, stacked them together with glue, and I did that with all of these. So I've got all this, not all the sizes. There's even a smaller size in there that I didn't cut. But yeah, it's all the information will be posted in a special group for the class. So I need a big brush. You can use any brush, but I'm dipping that in my coffee. Get this a bit closer, and I'm just gonna use that to color my gears, to make them have a sort of a darker beigey base to work on. You can make this as dark as you want, and if you do the technique the way Jennifer did it, you can definitely stop there because it looks great. But for gears, I wanted it a bit more. So, but again, that's optional. It's choices. So make sure that sinks in. This is soft finish card. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful soft finish card. So, okay, then we have to dry this. So I'm going to take out my heat tool and pick them up because that's quicker to dry. So we've got to be patient a bit. Now this mat I'm working on is, yes, the walnut crystals, they would work, but yeah. Well, there you go, Jen. That's a good reason to buy coffee. I don't drink this. I drink a lot of coffee, but don't drink this. But my grandma always had this, so it brings back memories. But this already looks fun, right? Just coloring with coffee. You can color with tea, strong tea. Well, there you go. Karen, that was a signal. I'm not going to dry them perfect because there's a lot of things that's going to happen in a second. But I want it sort of dryish. Oh, that's cool, Sandra. Thank you for trying it. I mean, I'm just sharing what I'm learning from other people, right, guys? I mean, sometimes I think of technique myself, but all these stuff, that's why I mentioned Jennifer, because she's the one that I saw it from. And then I add to it or use different ideas, like on this one, I'm using the waxes and etc. But again, that's optional, you don't have to. Okay, this one's dirty, but that's good because we need to get to work on those. Because now what we're going to do, I'm going to take my brush again and my coffee. I'm going to put that here. And I'm just going to put some coffee strategically here and there. And I'm going to sprinkle that coffee mud on there. Like so. Oh. Not all over, just in some areas. So do that on this one. That's way too much coffee, David, but that's fine. Just sprinkle it on there. Be generous. Don't be. I mean, this is very cheap stuff, so I'm not gonna be Dutch about it. So. That's a good idea, Louise, to use the ATCs as gift tag. Well, I think I've got enough coffee, so then I'm just gonna sort of, okay, this needs a bit more liquid. Like that, just tap, tap, tap. And then, I hope you can see it. It will make a lot of noise, but I will tell you. Okay. Let me grab where's my... Nobody leave the building. I've got it. I'm just going to put that in here, just so you can see. Because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to heat this using my embossing heat gun, which is very concentrated heat, right? Spoke about that before. Yes, because then when it's dry, it doesn't rinse off. Doesn't really matter, because look, what happens now, I'm heating this up. Oh, there we go. You see it starts bubbling? That's what's going to give you that rusty effect. You see that happening there? So you gotta really bake it. How cool is that? Let me put this one down. Grab this out. I'll show you in a second. I need my camera won't focus because of the glass thingy. See that? There we go. How cool is that? So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pick these up. So I'm really baking that on there. This mat is heat resistant, so don't worry about that. Look at that. Oh. Yummy! So I'll quickly do those and then I'll get to the next step. But it's that baking, the boiling of the coffee almost, that gives it that really grungy, rusty effect. I'm really baking it in there. Oh, that's not good. Grilled cheese that looks like this, that's not. Boom, 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 boom. So I know this is a bit boring, but it smells like coffee on it. And the last one. And I'm going to add some cinnamon to that smell in a second. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my mess now. It needs some cleaning, it needs some cleaning. Boom, 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 boom. So first paper. Because this coffee is obviously meant to have one scoop into a cup of water. It becomes sort of slimy. Interesting stuff. And then when you melt it, it starts bubbling and you get that that fun look. Well, the next step will prevent that. You don't have to do it, but I will cover it all up with a piece. I'll explain in a second, Sylvia. Good question. Good question, as always. I just want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing, so that's why I'm cleaning this now. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Okay. What I'm using is this one, Liquitex Matte Medium. That's my preferred glue. But you can use Mod Podge as well. I just like this one because it's really matte. So what I'm doing with that, I'm going to cover up all of this, and I will chip off some that are sticking out because I don't want that on there. So yes, some will chip off, but the majority will stay. So thank you, Anameta. Yeah, that could be. You could do that. So I'm just putting some of that on my mat here. And then you would have coffee dyed paper. I know, but I mean, so I'm just sort of covering this up, and this will help it stay in place. And then what I'll do, while this is wet, it's an extra step. You don't have to. Take some cinnamon. I'm just sprinkling that over the part, some of the glued parts. So the glue will grab a hold of the cinnamon. There we go. And that will give it a really, like the dry rust. I love that combination. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And this medium, when it's dry, it will help to keep things in place as well. Thank you, Cindy. So, tiny bit. I'll press it in. There we go. Put that to the side to dry. It's really, now it's getting like winter coffee smell, like the cinnamon and the coffee and yum, yum, yum. I hope you guys like it. And of course, this technique that I'm doing now, you can do that directly on the box. No issue. I just wanted to concentrate that on the gears. But I think that makes it look so realistic, that cinnamon. What I'm using Liquitex Matte Medium, just because I like that. Doesn't mean you have to use that. Mod Podge will do. So I'm just covering this up with glue, and then putting some cinnamon on. There we go. There we go. So much fun. You get dirty hands, yes. Do I mind? No. But you know that by now, right? I don't mind the dirty fingers. Because you can wash them, right? So... last one. Okay, put this one in clean water. Well, not clean anymore now, but okay. Just taking some cinnamon off my hands. And then I'm just gonna tap this. And that needs to dry again, so I will give that a blast with the heat tool, but of course you can leave this to dry normally. So I'm just tapping off any loose. Look at that. Come on. Oh, I love that. Oh, Claire, you will love it. You will love it. And I'm tempted to do this on the box and on everything else that I've got laying around, but no. Don't do that, David. Stay focused. You've got work to do. You can't play all day. So, that's the cinnamon part of it. Dum, dum, dum. So, I will give this a thorough clean when I'm done, but for now... just like this. And then I've got to dry them for the next step. So as I said, I'm doing more steps than the original lady did. And then there's even more after that you can do, which I'm not gonna. But you can do embossing powders on them to give them a hint of gold shining through, or different color, metallic, whatever. So I'm helping them along a bit. Well, that's mixed with glue, Leslie. I don't think that's healthy. But we can try. I know you do, Belinda. Okay. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my rusty red. I'm just going to put some on this mat. And again, this is by Finnabair Matte Wax. So this is the matte, that's what I love about it. And I'm just going to dab that on there. And that will bring in some of that reddish rust color. So let's do this one. See that? I do that with my finger. So let's get the brown out. So next to that, I'm going to put some brown. It's the same brand, matte rusty brown. Hi, Doris. Are you going to want to look this one back? Did I do the rusty red again? Yes, I did. This is rusty brown. Picked the wrong color up. Nobody said anything, did you? So, just picking up some of that brown, just dabbing that over that. Look at that. Does this not look like a real metal? This combination, you see that? This is a wax, I don't know, it's not a beeswax, I think. It's by Finnebair Alt Alchemy. Quite common in the Netherlands. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you can get them in the US. I think Els got them as well. Look. Just looks. Finnebair wax. So fairly what I'm doing, I'm starting with the red and I'm doing that everywhere I still see that sort of coffee dyed. And then I'm going to come back with the brown and go over that. Dab, 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 dab. Because the wax is still wet, it will blend and it gives it a nice textured look. So I think this is just stunning and fun to do as well. Okay, the cleanup is a bit much, but that's worth it, I think. And none are the same. That's also fun. Like this one only gets a little bit here. Love them. This one's done, just this one. Love it. Love it. So, hands. First things first, hands. Hi Renee, good to see you. Welcome. So, this needs good cleaning. This goes to the side. Don't need that anymore. I'm just gonna put this to the side so I can put this one somewhere on the floor. And then we've got a nice clean surface, right? Okay, let's grab you. What do we have? 1, 2. I might have too many now. So, I've got 1 that's going to go here. 2. I can always cut something off from the bottom. How much fun is this, right? So I've got to mirror that for the other side. Let's do you there. Yep, let's do that. Don't overthink. Let's start to glue things down. Well, Jen, you can always look back. That's the beauty of Facebook, of YouTube, and Facebook for that matter, but you can always look back. Now I'm gluing these down just using my art glitter glue, because it's paper on paper from the back. Just giving that some time to adhere. And if it doesn't, I will use the mixed media glue. I think I'll do that, because it's all a bit wobbly. Ooh, that's way too much, David. So I'll just put that on there. I don't want to trim this down, so I'm going to overlap. Put you at the bottom. I actually don't mind when it pops up because it adds to the dimension. Ooh, don't throw that on the floor, David. You know what? I'm not going to do this one, because I like it like this. I think it's a bit much if I do the one here. So this is it. I'll grab my glass blocks for some weight. Thanks, Annette. So fairly now I gotta wait until that side is done. So it gives me a good opportunity to show you some ATCs I made yesterday. I hope you like them. I loved making this. The idea for the edge, I forgot to say that during my video, came from Susanna Stenman. She's in the design team. She made the edges of the cars like this. So that's where I got the idea. So I wanted to come back to it. It's on my YouTube channel if you want to know how. That's fine. It's got enough pressure now. So I might use you here. That is pretty cool there. Let's do it. And of course, it's always better to let things really dry before you work with them. Mine are still a bit sticky, but it will be fine. Right, this side. This one. This one. What did I do there? Yeah. It looks so different because of the different color of the paper. Yes. Let's do it. Oh yeah, there's so much more you can do. That's why I'm sort of letting them fall down and not be bothered with it too much. It sticks up a bit. the last one. Mind you, only 10 minutes late, so not that bad, right? You're going to go there. Oop. And then I'm just thinking, no, I'll keep these for another fun project. But yeah, I'm loving this. How gorgeous is that? Great, love it. Love, 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 love it. So that is it for today, guys. That was a lot. That was hard work, but fun. But fun. Let me switch the cameras around. There we go. So I can say proper goodbye, but hey, look at this. Look at this beauty. I am in love. Oh, that's the back, front, and the other side. So I love it. Thank you for joining me today, guys. I had a blast. Tomorrow, Els and Annette will be live for something exciting. So look for that. Friday is Heather, so that's going to be fun as well. I know Heather is working on something really cool, so that's going to be fun. So, and then I don't know when I'll be back. I'll be back soon, probably, but yeah, next week it's Annette week. So tune in for that. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll be back on Tuesday on my own channel. Thank you for tonight, and I'll see you then. Bye.